Hey guys, Econ John here. Welcome to the second part in our three-part series on our crash course in Anarcho-Pacifism. In this video, we're going to talk about the revolution through nonviolence. Let's go. So one distinction that must be made is that the Anarcho-Pacifist revolution will not come through a radical overthrow of the state, but rather a shift in multiple different individual ideas. This is analogous to dealing with a computer that isn't working. You can get it to work by kicking it through coercion. However, such a fix isn't sustainable unless you want to deal with the root cause, that is getting the computer fixed and rewired. By coercing the other agents in our society, we are getting what we want, but we're not creating a sustainable system or making anyone really happy. We fix this problem through persuasion of other passive agents or neutral agents by incorporating them into this revolution. Thus, the ANPAC revolution will come through nonviolence and a process of individual negotiation, because this creates a sustainable sort of revolution. Let's talk about changing power through non-democratic methods, because this is something that anarcho-pacifists embody really a lot. So one of the main methods pacifists can influence policy is through nonviolent protest and civil disobedience. Nonviolence is key to resistance because it gets many more passive agents involved than it would be in the case of a violent resistance. This is because most people have normal lives and worry more about everyday living than they care about what's going on in government. This sort of protest is done by blocking roads and affecting the main required conditions for the modern economy and society, transportation. Protest is a non-democratic method to influence policy because it does not represent the individuals who are happy with the current policy or indifferent about it. It represents only those individuals that are unhappy, and that's getting the attention of the politicians and the state. So note that the anarcho-pacifist view of society is that in general, no single individual holds all the power. The economic and political engine is moved by many individuals, many different gears in the system. Much like how a machine malfunctions if all the pieces aren't moving in the right order, the economic and political engine of society slows and sputters if resistance to the current status quo occurs. Practically speaking, anarcho-pacifists advocate for protest and active civil unrest until arrested. In fact, some actually tell the police that that's what their goal, thus involving the passive antagonists in the struggle. As a result of such arrests, we see that we have people not going to work, buying goods and services, as well as placing a huge economic burden on the state, since it costs money to house these people in jail in the process. If the burden is big enough upon the state and the state is ran by moral agents, they will be brought in to negotiate. So that's really the whole process for a non-violent revolution. So that's the second part in this three-part video series. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.